Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it.
Let's talk about this. Let's talk about that. Let's talk about rumors. Let's talk about facts.
We gon' talk about life. We gon' talk about death. Romance, finances, generational wealth.
Let's talk about it.
Let's talk about it.
Let's talk about it.
Let's talk about it.
Hello. All right. Well,
That
welcome.
was an interesting intro.
Welcome. Yes. Welcome to
Let's talk about it.
I am Marsha E. Dudley.
And I am Etoya Lewis.
And welcome. Listen, y'all, we have missed y'all.
Yes,
We have missed y'all so much.
Tremendously. So much has happened since last year when we did our last Let's Talk About It.
Yeah.
And when we did our last, we didn't know it was our last.
We didn't.
We did not. We had no idea that we weren't going to be back until 2023.
Yes.
But here we are, baby. Hey!
And we have some really good topics tonight. Listen, I've been sitting up here. I was like, Toy, we're gonna do this. We're gonna jump back in there. And she's like, yeah, I'm ready whenever you are. Now, in reality, it was her fault that we was even gone this long anyway. But you know, it's not true.
But I'm gonna be quiet and let her tell this to you guys.
So y'all, we're gonna jump right into it tonight. Like I said, we got some really interesting topics for y'all tonight.
Yes, who's with us tonight?
Oh, well,
Say something. Say hello. Let us
you
know that
what?
you're
That's
here.
right. My bad. Yes.
Let us know that you're here. I want
Y'all
to see
say
who's
something.
there.
Hold on. I see some comments.
You see it?
Okay. Welcome back, ladies. Hi.
Hi. Okay.
Yeah, so I was listen. So we got some really good topics for y'all tonight. We are jumping right in there. So just so y'all know, giving y'all a disclaimer, especially those that are brand new to the Black Wealth Ambassadors group. We pride ourselves on making sure that we don't just bring y'all gossip, we bring you content. We believe in edifying our community. And like I said, we love to have a good time. Now, me and her, we laugh like
All the time.
oh my God.
I call her and say, let me make you laugh.
Yes. So we're going to definitely laugh, but we also want to make sure that we educate, we inspire, we motivate. So tonight's topic, the very first one, we got a couple topics, y'all, but tonight's topic, I wanted to talk about poverty because January is Poverty Awareness Month. Now, how many of y'all knew that? Who is this?
I did.
I'm Carlos tuning in from Forney, Texas.
Well, hello, Carlos, tuning in from Forney. We have Naima tuning in from VA. We got North Carolina in the house with Nikita. How you doing? Her and David. Oh, our faithful watchers.
Yes.
Oh, I feel so special.
So yeah, y'all. January is Poverty Awareness Month. I have a question. Is poverty, is it a reality or is it a mindset?
I think it can be both.
Mm-hmm.
Because the richest person, if they have mental problems, they're going to be in poverty in their mind. So it's both for me. Like my mindset is that it's both.
Mm-hmm. So listen, I'm a nerd. I love to bring statistics, okay?
Oh, I'm glad you do, because I don't. I love to just talk. We have to have a balance here.
So, according to statistics, hold on, making sure.
Uh-oh. Marsha gonna make up some statistics.
No, I'm not. No, I'm not. I would never. So this came from the U.S. Census Bureau.
Okay.
You know they don't lie. The official poverty rate in 2021 was 11.6%, with 37.9 million people in poverty. Neither the rate nor the number in poverty was significantly different from 2020. Official poverty rate decreased for people under the age of 18 and increased for people 65 years and older. You want to know why? Because of the baby boomers. The baby boomers are getting old. That whole age group, the whole baby boomers, they're getting old, and a lot of them, they didn't prepare for retirement, so they are now that big. They are that big age group, so they're like the 64 years and older. But so that sounds really bad, but in reality, that amount, that's only 7.8%. Okay, it decreased 1.4%. 46% of child poverty was 46%. It's down to 9.7%, and 4.5% in 2022 or 2021. Okay, so in 2020 it was 9.7. In 2021 it's 5.2. 2022 statistics have not come out yet, but they are seeing that it's on a downward slope. So
did they say what that's due to? Well, let me read a couple of the comments. David says, first he says, "Hi, I'm Gray Grays, tuning in from North Carolina." And then he says, "Poverty is both reality and a mindset. It's both systematic as well as mentality."
Yes.
Nene says, "Definitely both. It's a reality for many people, but I think if you have resources available to you, then you can make changes." I agree with that.
But the main thing that it's saying that it's decreased, the main thing is that right now we are in what people feel like it's a recession. Even with us being in a recession, the poverty level is still low. So what does that mean? That means that the United States is not poor. We're not poor. We have made. Well, you think they're poor? What? Okay. I was about to say. What?
She's trying to put me on blast.
No.
She's trying to put me on blast. I'm trying to keep my eyes open.
With those statistics, I feel that people are not poor anymore. And when I say that, meaning that there's more opportunity now. So when COVID hit, COVID opened up a lot of doors where this social media wealth took over. There are people who made 1.2. There's a guy, and all he do is make faces on Facebook. And this dude made $1.2 million making faces about videos. He wasn't saying one word. All he do is just make stupid faces. He made 1.2 million. Now, where does that come in for Black people? Black people and this is just.
Let me pause for the cause.
Yeah.
Hello, Devin. Hi, Greg. Devin. Yep. Tomorrow is Devin's birthday. Happy birthday, Devin. Okay. And Greg says, well. Look who's back. You're back. You missed that part. That was in the opening. Okay, go back.
So I wanted to look at the Black-owned businesses because between 2012 and 2022, Black people have generated $150.2 billion in gross revenue as recent. So that's in a 10-year span. So most people be like, oh, 10 years. No, what could $150.2 billion in 10 years? What if you got that in 10 years? That's a lot of money. So there are 2 million Black-owned businesses, and those are businesses that have like an LLC or those are what we call legit businesses. Do you know how many mom and pop businesses, people that don't have an LLC, that's out there? Where I'm going with this is that we are not poor anymore. We have made tremendous strides since our parents. My mom and dad are in their 70s. even from there, we have made tremendous strides.
The spectrum has changed.
Yes, there's more opportunity. We have so many things and that are just right to our that we can get to. So is poverty a mindset or is it a reality? I feel like poverty in this day and time is a mindset. It is no longer our reality. Poverty is only a reality if you don't change your mindset. That's what I believe.
Okay, but mindset is also based off of where you're from and what you see. Because you can't expect someone who lives in the backwoods of nowhere that barely get internet connection to even have access to things to where they know that they can make money from home.
But you're talking about
a small
like
percentage
a
of
small
people. I
percentage
get
of
that.
people.
I get that it's a small percentage of people, but what looks like a small percentage to some may not look like that to others. So the percentage of it's enough in that percentage to make our percentage to be where it is now.
Okay, so I get what you're saying, but I still think for the average American, whether they be black, white, Hispanic, green, turquoise, it don't matter. At this point, we don't have a poverty issue.
We have a mindset issue.
We have a mindset issue. You can go tomorrow and start a business. Me and you, we can we can go and make videos all day. Look, we was talking about doing reviews for restaurants and stuff. You can garner revenue, but it's about what's in your mind. We are not poor anymore. And so for me, this year, 2023.
So it's about use of available resources.
Yes. And putting in the work.
Says Proverbs 23:7, as he thinketh in his heart, so is he.
That's right.
Dev said facts.
Yeah.
Welcome, Karen.
Yeah. I just feel like at this point, especially in the Black community, I feel like we don't have any more excuses. Now, I may come under fire for saying that, but I stand strong by that. We don't have any more excuses.
So it's at a point to where, okay, we're making money.
Mm-hmm.
The problem now is managing the money that we are making investments.
That's it.
And other things like that. And I knew we were going to end up here.
Yes.
When we started talking about poverty, I knew we were going to end up here. So let me tell you what I wrote down.
All right.
Y'all better get y'all kids together. So some of the things that and it's so crazy because I was just talking to Akil about this today.
Mm-hmm.
Practicing self-control.
Yes.
And paying things with cash instead of credit cards. You're not at a point right now to where you can get a credit card and be all high and mighty with it. Mm-hmm. Oh, let me just go, because you're not disciplined. You have to have a level of discipline before you can venture off into the credit card world. Mm-hmm. Beware of bad advice. Educate yourself on the market and finances, all that wonderful stuff. Know where your money is going.
Yes.
Learn how to budget.
Mm-hmm.
Understand that just because this is happening doesn't mean you have to be a part of it.
That's right.
Be mindful of the people that you're surrounding yourself with and ensuring that they're not using you for the money that you have, that they don't have, and you're feeling sorry that they don't have it. So you're giving and giving and giving your money to them. Paying yourself first. Make sure you start an emergency fund. Make sure you start a retirement.
Stuff. Okay, yay! Listen, y'all. Listen, these are
the things that you have to talk to this. Okay, because I didn't have anybody to tell this to.
Yes.
So the little nuggets that I get, I'm trying to filter it out to the children. So when they get to be 45, they'll have more than what I have now. Yes. That's my mindset. I need us to elevate in order for us to do that. Well, you know better. You got to do better.
Yes. So it's so important for what you're saying is so important for us to pour into our children. They are out here looking at this, like I said, this social media world. They have access to all these type of different things. They see people driving this, doing that, or whatever, and it is easy to get distracted.
Yes, don't
And
be distracted.
you have to teach your children how to manage their money.
And they have to be organized.
Yes.
They have to be organized.
People have to understand that whether in a business, in a marriage, or just being single, your finances is your hub.
Top priority.
That's it. Where your money determines whether you are poor or you're wealthy or just staying the same or whatever, mediocre.
Greg says, thank you for saying that. I'm so tired of Black people making excuse and blaming the white man. Is that what you said?
No, but that's what I meant. Thank you, Greg. You say it.
Carla says, at the end of the day, we all have a choice.
Yeah, I think that in this new season, we have to put off the victim mentality.
Mm-hmm.
And that's my biggest goal for this group. We're going to talk about racial issues and stuff like that because that's part of our culture.
Yeah.
But my thing is that at some point in our life, we have to elevate. We have to see ourselves through different lenses. And if you want to be great, you can be great. The opportunity is there. It's about your mind. What are you going to do? Are you going to put in the work? So many of us just want people to just give us something. The world ain't giving us anything.
David says, while there are definitely disparities in many aspects of our society, laziness and always looking for the easy way out,
Yes.
cutting corners are also devastating issues to the culture.
I agree with you, David.
Yes,
I agree with you.
you on to something.
I agree.
You're on to something.
Now, I did find, so can y'all tell me which city, which state, whatever, has the highest Black owned businesses?
I would think Georgia.
Yeah. Most people would say Atlanta. I want to hear, what do y'all think? What city, what state has the most Black owned businesses?
Nobody saying anything. Are you there? DC.
Who said DC?
Greg. Greg says DC. Well, they have a Charlotte.
Charlotte. Okay.
And then he says Charlotte.
North Carolina. The DC.
Metroplex area.
Yeah. So it's actually DC. DC has the highest percentage of Black owned businesses.
Monique says Houston.
They are thriving in DC. Most people would have definitely said Atlanta because Atlanta, we always feel like that's the Mecca where Black people just.
Well, the reason why I said that is because I just saw the thing where they opened like an all Black community of businesses.
Mm-hmm.
Like they bought out a whole bunch of land to build only Black businesses on.
Yeah, I would have said Atlanta too.
I didn't because it wasn't in Atlanta. It was outside of Atlanta. But I know there's a lot of businesses. I mean, of course, the reality shows constantly showing Black businesses in the ATL area. But yeah.
So right now, DC is running.
Hi, Travis.
Is
Hi,
running
Monique.
they're winning the race for Black owned businesses. Black people are thriving in DC. They're doing great. And
But Karen was telling us that.
Yeah.
Remember at brunch, she was talking about how if you want to thrive, that's where you should go.
And it's true. When I lived in that area, that's where I did the majority of all of my networking was in DC, the DMV area. And I absolutely love that area. And one thing that I found out about that area is that they are willing to help you. I think that they are thriving.
Yeah. Everybody wants to see the next succeed.
Yeah. And I think that's why they're thriving is because they work together. They network. If you can do this, I can do that. Let's get together and we can build something. And that speaks volumes because I feel like if you want to be successful, you cannot be a loner in this whole world.
Every business class that you take, they're going to tell you about networking. Networking is the way to get your foot in any door.
Mhm.
You have to know somebody who knows somebody who knows somebody.
Mhm.
And until you figure who that somebody is, you're going to be out there by yourself.
Yeah.
Okay. Told you that was my hood. Greg. Carlos says DC was the first chocolate city. David says that cost of living is something else, though.
You ain't lying,
I
David.
know.
You ain't lying.
Oh,
You ain't lying.
I was in VA and was like, wait
Yeah.
a minute, what?
You have to almost go out to the woods to get yeah, I agree.
It's something you can manage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So going into, I only have a couple more things. But going into this whole the mindset and then Black businesses and stuff like this, I wanted to touch on this because I thought this was really, really awesome. Of the black business owners, 35% are women. That means that 65% are Black men. But of that, of those percentages, 35 for women and 65 for men, 4% are startup. Only 4% of the startups are founded by women, and that is like overall. It doesn't matter. Just as businesses as a whole, that means that when they say startups, that means starting from the ground up. A lot of us, a lot of businesses, I think a lot of our wealth is coming from MLMs. We have a lot of Black people who got in MLMs and they came up. I know quite a few of them. And with MLMs, is somebody, all they did was somebody had already, they had a business going, they bought into the business and kept it right on pushing. And I like that because a lot of people, we try to start from the ground up, and sometimes we don't need to reinvent the wheel. Somebody already has a blueprint. Take the blueprint, make it your own, and go. So I like that. Mayor Browser has really did a great job. Oh, it's great.
Greg.
Now, this one other part that I did want to talk about in the whole poverty and the building wealth and stuff like that, where they did see a great racial divide was in getting business loans to start businesses. We have a harder time in the Black community getting loans.
It's because of our skin.
No. It's gonna be Black.
As poor as Black. No. I think it's more so because we may have
poor credit. I think that's what she's gonna say.
I think it's because, and even if our credit is good, we sometimes our debt to income ratio is so bad that they're like, I can't even gamble on you because if you don't make your mortgage for the month, your rent for the month, whatever for the month, you don't even have anything on the side that you could even borrow from yourself to pay me.
So you think a lot of us are living outside our means?
Yeah.
And we have bad credit?
We have our right credit. It could be better. But that's because we've made stupid choices as younger adults. And we didn't go to our parents because either they didn't know or we didn't want to know what they knew.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like I was just having a conversation with Akil today. If you feel like there is something financially that you're struggling with, come to us, let us know, and we can guide you in the right direction. Don't go out doing this and doing that because this is going to be detrimental on your credit. If you want to get something 5 years from now and you have something, a stain on your credit, you're not going to be able to get it. You don't want them to tell you no because you could have made a better choice 5 years ago. So
I agree. That's
and trying to build credit for business credit. Like a lot of people not doing that. They're not,
but they don't know.
Right.
They don't know. And it's about getting educated. That's the most important
education.
thing.
I wrote that on education.
Yes, education.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay, we got some comments.
Oh, Jesus. Oh, we missed a lot of them. Okay. David says, Greg Dudley, no doubt. I grew up in Maryland and remember how it used to be. And look, was up there a couple months ago and seen that a lot has changed. Carlos says Black businesses have always been thriving in the DC area, also Harlem. But I would say Atlanta and Houston will soon be taking the top spots due to the cost of living. Monique says facts. Spending your own money is a killer.
Mm-hmm.
And speaking of that, Monique, if anybody's looking for some great candles, she has them. Greg says that's facts. People definitely live outside their means. And that was one of my golden rules. Don't spend more than you make. I just hadn't got to it yet. Monique says, I think we overextend ourselves at times. Nikita says, I think it's a lot of misunderstandings about starting a business.
Yeah.
That's why you have to take classes.
Yeah.
There's a lot of resources for that.
And I will tell you that, like, I've been talking to Nikita a lot. We've been talking about business because we're both starting businesses, and we're starting businesses from the ground up. And I think for us, sharing that information, and thank you, I love you, girl. Sharing that information, just gleaming off of each other, that is key. There are a lot of things that we don't know, but you got to get educated.
Carlos says we are still scrutinized based off color when it comes to getting business loans, regardless of if we have great credit or not. Travis says we need financial education camps for our youth.
I got you.
And our adults, our big grown adults. I could be 45 and still need some assistance. But if you don't ask a whole bunch of people, you don't educate yourself, you're going to still be in the same situation.
Yeah. And I think that a lot of it is
Molet Candle Company.
I think that a lot of it is Black people are very private. They don't want to talk. They don't want to share their personal information. They don't want people to know that, you know what?
Why?
Well, I think it's a generational thing. I definitely think it's a generational thing.
But that goes back to the mindset from before. Why are we where we are? We are there because we haven't educated ourselves to not be there.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And why do y'all think that? Why do we struggle so much with finances? Like,
because we don't plan for the future.
And I also think it's also deeper than that. Like, we wear our money on we wear our money. We eat our money. But we never invest. We don't think about.
There's also a mindset of, I'm not giving them people my money. I don't know what they're doing with my money.
Yeah. So I think we have all these things that we got to shed off of ourselves. First and foremost is that you got to stop looking at the Joneses. I know we always talk about, Joneses. Want to be like the Joneses. Listen, the Joneses is broke. They live in paycheck to paycheck. You got to stop looking at other people and worry about yourself. And I was looking at this thing. Hispanics and Black people, we do the most with money, meaning that we don't invest. We don't invest. We put all our money into cars and things that depreciate in value. But I think that Hispanics and Blacks, they have a lot in common when it comes to, some things.
Hispanics, they usually do things together. They all live together, invite everybody a house.
Yes. Now, that's what I was going to say. Now, when it comes to helping and them moving up, they work together.
So our neighbors got about 50 people live over there.
And now, listen, they need that to pay them taxes.
Yeah. Okay. Monique says that definitely helps. We need to work together and stop thinking everyone is out to hurt instead of help. Greg says it's a pride thing why people won't ask for help for financial problems. Carlos says crabs in a barrel mindset.
Yes.
Oh, that's true, Mo.
We don't trust. We don't trust anybody. And we think that it's an embarrassing thing.
Yeah.
But I think that if you want to go high, you got to be vulnerable. So y'all know I do financial coaching.
Hold on, let me say what Monique just said. She said a lot of us want the wealth, but we don't want to put in the work.
Yeah. And the work is getting educated, becoming financial literate,
Mhm.
reading a book. I've been telling my 21-year-old for the past few months, you got to get your book, baby. You got to stay off TikTok. You got to stay off of Instagram. You're a cute girl. You're smart, but you have to read a book. Read one book. Just read one book a month. Try. Because if you don't, you got to feed yourself more than the garbage that's out there on social media.
Mhm.
Our brains is garbage. Because all we're doing every day is taking in garbage. We're on TikTok, we're on social media. Did y'all see the thing where they was talking about that Japan has this algorithm that US gets all the garbage, but all of Japan, they get like things, like smart stuff.
Yeah.
We get all the stupid videos and different things like that. They're programming us to be stupid.
Monique says, and stepping out on faith. Because you definitely have to have faith when you go out there. Lord. Dev says, that's true. We need to be willing to hear and be educated without seeming like it's a battle. People just want to jump to the end goal.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I'm not for the do Dudley right now, so I'm just going to keep it moving. Travis says, I'm not on TikTok. I don't like it. Or Instagram.
I'm on all of them, and it's for
I'm on
business
that.
reasons. Business reasons. I'm just trying to make my money. That's it. Yeah.
And that's all I'm on Instagram as.
So
I need to tell you what's nowhere.
yeah.
Okay. Is that it for
It's
that?
8 o'clock. Yes.
That
I was
portion.
This is 30 minutes.
Don't spend more than you make.
Oh, let me put my plug out there. So y'all, I do financial coaching. So if there's anybody who is wanting to take their finances to the next level, I am your girl. Put my little plug in there.
Good job.
Go to marshaedudley.com.
Everyone who has businesses on here, if you want to put your business web pages in the comments, please do so. Other people will watch this and they'll be able to see it.
Yes. All right. So what's this next topic?
The next topic is about having children after 40.
Dun, 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 dun. We can talk about the travel thing too.
What are you talking about?
Oh, nothing. Go on.
Oh, so Marsha wanted me to talk about how when we were poor,
Yeah.
back when I was growing up.
Why you say?
See, here we go. She wanted me to talk, and I don't know why she be wanting me to tell my. I don't know why she be wanting me to tell my horror stories about growing up.
Oh my
Poor,
God.
black, and ugly. I don't know why that intrigues her so much. But now, look at me now. That's what she
Look
loves.
at me now.
She loves
Hey.
for me to do that.
Yeah.
But I'm not going to entertain that. We're talking about her in the post that she made the other day, talking about getting Gianna a little brother or sister. That's what we're going to talk about. And how many people no, this conversation stems from that post. How many people actually feels that? Like, just because you're 40, is that the end of your childbearing?
So I think that where we are now in my 40s, but who said that?
Great.
You know what? I think I'm 43, first and foremost. So I'm young. I'm a young tenderoni, okay?
Oh, the truth about Remy.
Yes. And I think for me, in my 20s, I was young and I was poor. And
See, we
I
could
didn't
talk
have
about when
any
she was poor
time.
and in poverty.
yes.
She didn't want to talk about that. She
Uh-uh.
wanted to talk about me being poor.
Uh-uh.
I'm tired of talking about being poor.
So I think that just think about it. When you were young, you were trying to get it. And then it seems like when you get in your 40s,
Hi,
you
Keisha.
are now at this beautiful place. You are stable, you are calm, you're at peace.
Okay, so everyone
So-
on here that's over 40, ladies, have you thought about having another kid after you turn 40? And everybody who has their youngest child, did you think about having another child after having that one? Because I cried when I was pregnant with my second one. Like, what? I only wanted one. David says, well, we had our last one at 39. He said they tired, boss. Love our little man, but 40s ain't always the new 30s. I know that's right. Keisha says, I think men are quick to say after 40 we should. But I have, and I just turned 40 a few months ago. So you're thinking about having another one, Keisha? Is that what I read just now? Carlos, there's no way. Not even after 30. I know, right? Like, no. After 23.
I need my baby father to get up.
And then they said no.
I know he's probably running after Gianna right now.
Keisha says, I can't, but I wouldn't have minded.
Yeah, I just think that so I have a friend and she is 45 and she's pregnant. So I think her baby is due in July and she'll turn 46 in March. And the one thing that
Mo,
we talked about was that people are not kind to people that want to have a baby in their 40s.
Okay, so is that this generation?
Yes.
Okay, Mo says, I think about it all the time, but I wouldn't want to carry it, but I would enjoy having a baby in the house. I mean, a baby in the house is nice every now and then, but I need to send them back somewhere because I'll be on the go to it. Mo, you probably in a whole nother country right now, baby. You ain't gonna see that baby. What? Travis said he had his first at 31. Yeah, and she is adorable. Aaliyah is so pretty. So for me, like I said, after I was 21, I had my first one at 21, and I didn't want to have any more. And when I had my second one at 23, I was like, look, Carlos, we not doing this. This ain't what we doing. Because we got a career. We trying to have, and babies ain't it. Living paycheck and paycheck ain't cute.
Yeah.
So it was just one of those things of we knew what we wanted.
Yeah.
And even now, I see kids out there being mistreated. I'm like, Carlos, you think we should just adopt one of them? He look at me and be like, hell no.
Better go get G.
Right. You got all them God kids. Go get one of them. Yeah, you're right. I can give those back. But for us, that's just not.
I think for me, I had a baby I got married at 20. I had Janiyah at 21.
Keisha.
And I didn't have another child until Janiyah was 18 years old. And I looked at her being raised all by herself. She's a great kid. She's loving. She's kind. But there were so many days where she told me she felt lonely. And I just didn't want to do that again I didn't want to do that to Gianna. So
it takes a special person to adopt. You have to be like the love. But Keisha, you have your niece, your nephews, your babies. I feel like you got a house full right now. Maybe adopt in about 15 years when they all gone. But she said Rodney ain't about that life. I don't think I'm truly about that life either, because why you in my face? Because where your mama at? I'm not about that life. I know I'm not. I give to the needy though. I did the same thing, and I didn't tell my wife. You know what, Greg? Yeah, I mean, I've technically adopted my nephew, so You want to adopt a girl. See, it's hard when you have a whole bunch of boys. Like, it's still that thing that's missing from your wants. I only wanted a girl.
Well, I want a boy. We want a boy. That's
So you have that.
Mm-hmm.
Keita, don't you say a thing, ma'am.
Yeah, I look here.
Five, you done. You done. Aw.
Yeah, I just think I agree. I think growing up as an only child, it's great, but it has its it has its downfalls too, because she didn't have anybody to play with. And Gianna does have Riri, but I wanted somebody in the house.
I mean,
with me.
but Janaya didn't have a Riri.
So
it's gonna be different for Gianna because she's gonna have Riri and Riri is just 10 minutes up the road. So she don't have a sister, but they're gonna be like sisters.
So you trying to talk me out of not having a baby?
I'm not trying to, because what you do with your twat ain't got nothing to do with me. Baby, I ain't trying to talk you out of nothing. To each his own. I don't want no more God kids. I'm just put that out there. Listen, the way my pockets are, got a trip I need to be paying on, me doing all this stuff. You better shut it down. I know that's right. I gave society 5 of the most handsome men. I have nothing else to prove. I know that's right. Also, boys miss something out without a sister. No, it's not. I don't think so. She said their sensitivity meter is a little low, not having a sister. They got a whole cousin there that they be beating up.
Yeah. So I just think that I wish more people that have kids in their 40s, like Keita, and I have a lot of friends who have had babies in their 40s. And like I said,
there's nothing wrong with that. I don't know why people think that there's something wrong with it. I'm trying to still figure out, when did that become a big thing? Janet Jackson just had hers at 50.
But our generation, our grandparents' generation, having babies at 40s and something, that's just what they did.
Right, because my grandmother had her last, and they were twins at 48.
Yeah, nobody thought anything about it. But now, in this day and time, it's like having kids is like to, hey, how many kids you got? Oh my God.
You got more than 2. It's like,
yes, people looking at you like, oh my God.
Girl, how you do it?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, hell, they mean her. Yeah, they are. But do we have any questions for the people? What we got for the people about kids? So what age do you all think is too old? If somebody was 52, because remember the lady that played on Rocky, the Russian lady.
Yeah.
The model.
Oh,
she had her baby at what, 55?
55.
And she carried that baby herself.
Yeah.
Baby. Hey, come through, ma'am. Uh-oh. As a mom, if you have the feeling of wanting another baby, it will not go away until it goes away. That's from a woman's perspective. Until you see somebody in the nail salon with a kid and they kicking your seat. People act like I've had a whole basketball team and I've only had 4. I mean,
I'm telling you, because anything over 2 is like, oh my God.
Kids are so expensive in this day and age. Listen, childcare alone will make you not want to have no kids.
Because
it's a whole house note. Like, I'm paying somebody to look at this little snotty nosed baby, and I could be paying for my house. I could be paying to live in a better house.
So
it should not, Mo. To each his own.
I agree.
To each his own.
Yeah. And I think I feel like we should go back to normalizing that. Hey, if you want to have a kid, if you're in your 40s, I just think at this day and time, we're doing good financially. God is great.
David said Sarah in the Bible was said to be in her 90s.
Yeah, and Sarah laughed too.
Ray says, I just don't think it's fair to have kids after a certain age. Fair? How?
Okay.
I would want to be around when they are growing up. You can have kids in your 20s and something happen and you don't get to see them in your 30s.
Yeah.
So I don't know if that's a valid, not being a damn senior citizen with teeny boppers. They just gonna get away with some of everything. That's all. You should have your son or daughter come around a little bit more often, the older ones, to keep them straight. Keisha said Toya ain't had a baby in 21 years and she's still. I am not disgruntled. Don't do that. Don't do that. I mean, you are a real friend, so you already know how I feel about kids. I remember on our what was that we did, the little bachelorette thing, and they was asking me questions. You know how they ask the questions or whatever. They was like, tell us something that nobody knows or whatever. And I said, I secretly hate kids. And they all bust out laughing like, we know. It's not a secret. It's not a secret. I'm so much better now in my older, wiser years.
See? Exactly. That's why.
A difference 10 years.
Yes.
I tell you.
Yes. What she said?
She said, Rodney said he don't want to, wait. He don't want to be the old guy at the kindergarten graduation. You have to request tuition assistance just to get your child in and have decent daycare now. Yeah, listen, them daycare payments, baby. And back in my day when I was paying daycare, it's been a long time since I paid some daycare. Like it was like $600-700 then, and they were going to school.
Yeah.
They was only there 2 hours in the morning and 2-3 hours, 5 hours a day.
Yeah.
And I was paying $600-700.
But that was for 2.
Yeah, but it was 5 hours a day.
Yeah.
What? Why I got to pay you 5? But that was back then. I haven't paid daycare since like 2008, 2009. Like it's been a long time since I've had to pay daycare.
That's a long time.
But when I first started paying daycare, I realized that $100 a week for one was too much, but for $200, I got to give you $200 of my hard-earned dollars. No, we don't make that. We don't make that money.
Read what Keisha wrote.
Where?
Rodney said he don't want to be the old guy at the kindergarten.
I read that one.
Did you? Okay, listen.
See, this is what happens when you get older. This is why maybe not having kids is the right thing to do. You don't even remember that. They just told you, Mom, I'm hungry.
Okay, wait a minute. So that's probably my biggest thing right now. Like, I don't want to be I don't want nobody to say, is that your grandmother? So
Would someone say, like, do you look like you're a grandmother? I don't think you look like you. I think you dripping
right.
sauce.
That's why when she get ready to go to school, y'all gonna see a whole nother Marsha. I'm gonna transform to a whole nother person. When I tell you, they will never get to say, Gigi, is that your grandmama?
Carl said it'd be like my old neighbor. Kids were telling his daughter, your granddad is here to pick you up.
I don't think so either.
I don't think so either. I don't know why people so disrespectful.
Yeah, but I went to buy a car, or was looking to buy a car, and he goes, "Oh, is that your granddaughter?" Oh,
my granddaughter. How old do you think I am?
Feelings.
My feelings wouldn't have been hurt. His would have, and he wouldn't have got that sale.
I didn't buy a car.
Good.
Yeah.
I'm glad you feel like that because grandma ain't got no money.
I heard him ran to the bathroom. I said,
you're gonna cry when you get in the car.
Girl, I went in the bathroom. I was trying to do my hair.
I know Keisha, I'd have ran him too. He would have got something. Well, what did you have done to your hair? Your hair is usually on point.
But it had
you don't be walking around looking like me.
It had curls in it. And so I was like, I had too many curls in it. So I heard him went peeing it back. So it was like cute.
Oh. You want to go back up there and just curse them out?
No, I want to go back up there and just be real super jazz and be like, Grandma, where?
Yeah. I know. The nerve of him. I think men can be insensitive. Rodney tells me I'm too old out.
Listen, you tell Rodney he in the midst.
You know what? I'm gonna need Rodney to do better. I tell him I need him to do better because I'm gonna need him not to be telling you that you're too old all the time.
No,
because I mean, you pretty fly to me.
Yeah, because you just turned 40.
Just
turned 40. Yeah,
like yesterday.
Yes.
Over the hill. Who came up with that? The over the hill.
Oh yeah.
Who? What?
Let me tell you. First and foremost, grandmamas don't look like they used to.
We showed
baby. Let me tell you something.
We got a zhuzh.
That Angela Bassett, baby, 65.
Auntie Angela be
baby.
Killing it.
Oh, and
She
then Bernice. Oh man, the girl that T.I. had cheated on Tiny with, baby, she 50 years old. But I have a bunch of friends that are 50 years old and they don't look 50 years old. They look great.
I know Sharita doesn't look 50.
Sharita, yes.
She doesn't look 50 at all.
I'm telling you, baby.
So blessed.
We have completely
it's in our genes.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, because some of them be looking.
I feel like, okay, sis, you said that, so I'm gonna have to say, I feel like you're like the life that you lead is a big determining factor in what you look like. Your skin, your hair, your nail. Like, I feel like the life that you lead has a lot to do with that.
Oh, I agree with that.
It's not just genetics.
No, I agree with that.
If you're laughing all the time, that's the reason why I laugh all the time. I need to be laughing and have smile lines.
Kim Kardashian said you don't smile.
She don't smile.
You never see Kim Kardashian smile.
Yeah, but Kim Kardashian got money to pay for her
she just
skin to be youthful looking. When you have money, you can do that. But when you have good energy, good vibes, and the blessings of the Lord surrounds you,
I'm telling you, that's why I'm trying to get this moolah, because I want to take a mud bath from with sand that's brought from Israel.
What? Right, Keita. Right, Botox. Look at Chuck talk about, Travis talk about, I like the older women. Let me see. I'm gonna find somebody for you, Chuck. I'm gonna find somebody just for you.
Yeah, you're not supposed to laugh. You're supposed to do like this.
Laughter is, I promise you, Keita, because you know you look like you could be no more than 25, 26 years old. Laughter is it. I feel like that's the thing.
Yeah.
You can't be serious about, I mean, you can be serious, but you got to find time to laugh and those stress lines go away.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because I feel like sometimes it's not necessarily wrinkles, it's stress lines.
Mm-hmm. But you said something. Money makes a difference. Because I have
seen money does make a difference. If I can just a little bit of, people pay for that. People pay for this.
I'll tell you how we know that money makes a difference. When Cardi B first came on scene,
she was pretty, but she's gorgeous now with the money. You think Cardi was ugly?
Baby, Cardi.
I mean, she talked about. See, everybody want to talk about Cardi T. She said she got a bad.
Cardi had a face only a mother could love. Okay.
You know so?
Yes.
That's the shallow in you.
Yes. Well, she was not very pretty. Okay.
You know what? She was the only reason why I even watched that. That was not nice. I'm glad you know that.
That was
because what if that man thought that about you?
Not nice.
That wasn't nice.
So let's scratch.
Because I really thought I've never thought that she was ugly.
I'm on a downward spiral from here because I say one ugly thing in this. I'm just gonna delete the video.
No, you're not gonna be just deleting stuff because people trying to put their information in here, and that's a disservice to people who put their information in here to put it out to people. Don't do that.
Yeah, but let's just say it like this: Cardi, when she first came on the scene compared to now, it shows you that money can completely change your life.
Yeah, well, when she came on the scene, she couldn't afford a makeup artist every 5 seconds. because she looks the exact same as when she first came on the scene when she doesn't have on makeup. She's still pretty.
No.
So what you see she had done?
Well, she did get those teeth fixed.
Okay.
And
people get teeth fixed all the time.
Yes. But what I'm saying is that compared to what looks like now, compared to what she looked like when she first came on the scene, who else can we say?
If all she did was get her teeth fixed, that wasn't a lot of money.
And she got like some little stuff.
With all the millions she has now, and she did that when she first came out on the scene to where everybody knew her. She was a household name.
Like she got her nose done. She don't have a bunch of stuff done, but she looks beautiful now. She's very beautiful. When I get money, I'm gonna get a bunch of stuff done
She
too.
didn't talk about that. I'm gonna have to go research that, Marsha. I think you're just making up stuff.
No, Cardi B had a nose job. She had to have a nose job. Ain't like she ain't gonna tell everything.
She never stopped her before. If she talk about this, that, and the other, they ain't never stopped her before. I'm just saying. What we talking about next week, Marsha?
I don't know.
See, we not gonna start this year. You see what I mean? Y'all see that?
Man, that hour went by.
That's what happened when you have some good conversation. Goes by well.
I look
like I got a nose job too. When I have that brush and I go up and down the sides of my nose and make it look a little bit smaller. I mean, if I make it look any smaller, it's gonna disappear. I'm looking like Michael Jackson.
So y'all, Toya. Listen, we got 2 minutes, Toya. I want to say thank y'all. When I told you that it was a good turnout, and I'm talking about y'all stuck with us. We have missed y'all, and we want to make sure again we keep bringing y'all great content.
Okay, well, hold on before you say all that. Let me read what David said. He said a lot. Hold on. Let me pull up the rest of it. But when you take care of yourself, still feel young with those dashes of salt and pepper. You're right, the little dashes. I be hiding them with my wigs, though. My wigs, get rid of them. You look at the young bucks at elementary school, daycare, etc., trying to figure it out. Smile to yourself and say, they'll figure it out one day. Laugh out loud. I say, do you? Don't worry about what others will say. Be fruitful and multiply, if that's what you want to do. I know that's right. That's why I said I ain't got nothing to do with your plot.
We're going to have a baby.
You
don't have a new G.
No, I'm only doing one. I don't have time to be trying to figure out where two people at the same time. I don't have enough trying to keep up with Carlos when I have G.
I knew that nose was real.
Did it say nose?
Yes. You're Carlos. Never mind. Careless.
That my baby paying attention. He better pay attention.
Okay. So it is 8:30. So again, y'all, we thank y'all so much. We and do some dog. Yes.
No.
We thank y'all so much for joining us. This was our first segment that we've been gone. We've been on this hiatus. But we're back. We want to again make sure that we are bringing quality content. So we are always looking for suggestions. If there are things that y'all want to talk about, make sure that you let us know. Also, listen, y'all. I love this group. This group was made from this. It was created from love, but I need some help. Okay. So I want to make sure I'm bringing quality content to the group. So if you know someone who may not even be in the group, but they have information that they want to share, because as we was talking about earlier about, the whole poverty thing, we are better together. So if you know someone who has, they have business coaching skills, financial coaching skills, whatever. I don't want to do everything. I'm not trying to do everything. I want to give other people a platform. If you are a small business, if you are an entrepreneur, you should never turn down opportunity to promote yourself. MVP does not mean the most valuable person. MVP means the most visible person. So if you're trying to build your brand, if you're trying to do something, make sure that you reach out to me. There's something that you could always do so you can get your face out there. You got to think smart. You want to be rich, you want to have money, you have to put yourself out there. You have to be an influencer. That's the society we live in now, being an influencer. So I am looking for people that if you want, and I'm not, this right here, it does not take a lot of your time. 20 minutes of your time once a week. That's it. I ain't asking you to do a whole bunch, just 20 minutes once a week. If you have information, you can jump online and share. And even if you just any kind of information that you think would edify this group and help us to be better. Some other things that will be coming in February, we're going to be having a budgeting workshop. I'm going to be hosting a budgeting workshop. It is free for every member that is in the, or no, it ain't. It is, I'm having anyway, we're going to have a budgeting workshop within the group. It's going to be free. And it's just to help those that are wanting financial literacy. So if you are wanting to change your financial, if you want to change your financial situation right now, make sure you join the workshop, because it's going to have a bunch of wonderful nuggets. It is springtime. People are starting to, start looking for houses and stuff like that. I am putting together a group that will be able to answer your questions about home loans, the whole home buying process, which again, trying to bring you quality things into this group. So we're doing real estate. We're going to be doing real estate, the home buying process, budgeting, business. We are looking, I still need somebody to help me with the whole business part. Like I said, I'm not trying to do everything. So I'm looking for some business coaches that can help me, that can help our entrepreneurs, our brand new entrepreneurs, give them nuggets to get them going, to get them started, because most people's, their businesses fail within that first 1 to 2 years. And a lot of it is because they don't have the knowledge. So again, we got a lot of stuff going on in the Black Wealth Ambassadors group. We are back. We are coming harder than we did last year. And again, we thank y'all so much for joining us tonight. I said a lot, huh?
You said a whole bunch. I was going to cut you off, but I was like, that would be rude.
You make me sick. You make me sick.
That's a whole nother video she could have been doing.
Nope. I got y'all's attention.
Because not only does she need to tell you guys that, but she needs to tell those other ones that's not on here, and that's not going to, when they see it's an hour and 3 minutes.
But the thing is that the people that was on here tonight, they stuck with us for an hour.
You. Yes. We love you guys. So tune in next week for another episode of Let's Talk About It. Good night, y'all.
Good night.